Question number 7 of exercise 8.1 is ABCD is a rhombus. Show that diagonal AC bisect angle A as well as angle C and diagonal BD bisect angle B as well as angle D. Student, once again read the question. ABCD is a rhombus. So first we will make a rhombus. As we know, in rhombus all sides are equal. Okay. It is given that A, B, C, D is a rhombus. Show that diagonal AC bisect angle A as well as angle C. Now we will join this AC and we have to show that this diagonal AC bisect angle A. It means this divides this complete angle A into two equal parts. Okay, let's assume that this one is your angle 1 and this one is your angle 2. It means we have to prove that angle 1 is equal to angle 2 as well as angle C. It means this angle C is also dividing into two equal parts. It means we have to prove angle 3 is equals to angle 4 also. Similarly, the diagonal BD, now we will join this diagonal BD also, divides angle B as well as angle D. Okay, it means these two angles are also dividing into two equal parts. So student, first we will write what is given. First we will write ABCD is a rhombus. Rhombus, it means all sides are equal. AB equal, BC equal, CD equal, DA. Okay, then we will write what we have to prove. To prove part, you can write from book. AC divides angle A as well as angle C, and diagonals BD divide angle B as well as angle D. Now let's start our proof. Student, as it is given that ABCD is a rhombus and rhombus is a type of parallelogram, and in any parallelogram opposite sides are parallel. So how we will write? In rhombus ABCD, what we know, all sides are equal, AB equal, BC equal, CD equal, DA. It is given that, and this side AB, opposite side of this AB is DC, is parallel to DC. Okay, and this AD side will parallel to BC because rhombus is a parallelogram, and in any parallelogram opposite sides are parallel. Now student, look at this. Since it is given that this AB is parallel to DC, and if we take AC as a transversal line, so you can see here which alphabet is forming here, Z, and we know if Z is forming here, so this angle 3 will equals to this angle 2. Why? Because these are alternate interior angle. So how we will write this? AB is parallel to DC and AC is the transversal line. So what we will get? We will get angle 2 equals to angle 3. Why? Because these are alternate interior angles. This one is our equation number 1. Okay. Now look at this triangle also again, student. In this triangle ADC, what is given that? Student, since this one is your rhombus, it means in this triangle ADC, this AD side will equals to side DC. Okay, because in a rhombus all sides are equal. So what we will take? In triangle ADC, AD is equals to DC because it is given that. So as we know, if in any triangle two sides are equal, their opposite angles will also equal. So what we will get, as you can see, the opposite angle of this AD is your angle 3 and opposite angle of this CD is your angle 1. So angle 1 will equal angle 3. And reason, it is very necessary to mention reason, student. Angles opposite to equal sides. Let's suppose this one is our equation number 2. As you can see here, from in this equation number 1, angle 2 is equals to angle 3, and in equation number 2, angle 1 is equals to angle 3. It means this angle 1 will equal to angle 1. What we will get from this 1 and 2? From 1 and 2 we will get, since in equation 1 and 2 their right hand sides are equal, so their left hand side will also equal. Angle 1 equals to angle 2. It means this complete angle A is dividing into two equal parts. This shows that AC bisect angle A. This shows that AC bisect angle A. Now we will show this AC bisect angle C also. As we know, student, ABCD is a rhombus. It means it is a parallelogram also, and in any parallelogram opposite angles are equal. It means if AC is bisecting angle A, it means this AC will bisect angle C also. So how we can write? Since ABCD is a parallelogram, therefore angle A equal angle C. Reason, opposite angles of parallelogram. Since AC is bisecting angle A, so AC will bisect angle C also. So this implies that AC bisect angle C also. Okay, student. Similarly, we can prove this diagonal BD bisect angle B as well as angle D. So no need to prove, just we will write similarly BD bisect angle B as well as angle D. This is the complete solution of question number 7. Question number 8 of this exercise is ABCD is a rectangle in which diagonal AC bisect angle A as well as angle C. Show that ABCD is a square, and second part, diagonal BD bisect angle B as well as angle D. Once again we will read the question. ABCD is a rectangle. So first we will make a rectangle, and name of this rectangle is A, B, C, D, in which diagonal AC bisect angle A as well as angle C. Diagonal. Now we will make this diagonal AC. This diagonal AC bisect angle A. It means into two equal parts. So let's suppose that this one is your angle 1, this one is your angle 2. It means angle 1 is angle 2 and angle 3 is equals to angle 4. It is given that. Okay. Then in first part we have to show that ABCD is a square. So first you have to write what is given. ABCD is a square, rectangle, and AC divides angle A as well as angle C. Then you have to write to prove both the parts. So let's start the proof. First we will prove first part, in which we have to show that ABCD is a square. So student, how we will prove this? Let's start. What is given that in rectangle ABCD, what is given that angle 1 equals to angle 2 and angle 3 is equals to angle 4. It is given. This one is our equation number 1. Okay. As it is given that ABCD is a rectangle, it means it is a parallelogram, and in any parallelogram AB opposite sides are parallel, it means AB will parallel to DC. Since ABCD is a parallelogram, so AB will parallel to DC, and AC is the what? Transversal line. This AB is parallel to DC and AC is the transversal line. So which alphabet is forming here? Z. So angle 3 will equals to angle 2. Angle 2 will equals to angle 3. Why? Because these are alternate interior angles. Let's assume that this one is our equation number 2. In equation number 1, as you can see, equation angle 1 is equal to angle 2, angle 3 is equals to angle 4, and angle 2 and 3 are equals to each other. So what we will get? So student, in this equation 1, angle 3 is equals to angle 4, and in equation 2, angle 2 is equals to angle 3. So from 1 and 2, what we will get? From 1 and 2. Obviously, this angle 2 will equal to this angle 4. Angle 2 and angle 4 are equals to each other. So student, now in this triangle ABC, angle 2 is equals to angle 4. So this implies that, as we know in any triangle, if two angles are equal, their opposite sides will also equal. So opposite side of this angle 2 is your BC and opposite side of this angle 4 is your AB. It means AB will equal to BC. What reason we will write? Opposite sides of equal angles. As you can see here student, in this rectangle adjacent sides are equal. Similarly, this CD side will also, this CD will also equals to AD. AD will also equals to BC. Okay, so what we will get? In rectangle adjacent sides are equal. So ABCD is a square. So how we can write? In rectangle ABCD, AB equals to BC equals to CD equals to DA. This implies that ABCD is a square. Okay, our first part is completed. Now we will prove second part. In second part, we have to prove diagonal BD bisect angle B as well as angle D. This diagonal BD bisect angle B as well as angle D. Students, since ABCD is a square as we proved in first part, and in square diagonals bisect each diagonal bisect opposite angles, since ABCD is a square and in square diagonal bisect opposite angles. So what we will get? BD bisect angle B as well as angle D. It means directly we will use here the property of square. Okay.